How's it going, everybody? This is my dreadful Scottish accent coming to you from Campfire Stories, Lancashire. Hooray, bigs and bogs. Look at it. Mwah. We're in the Cairngorms National Park. I am, let me get me leaflet out so I pronounce it correctly, Rothiemurchus campsite, making it look like I'm proper in wild country, and I am. Campsite is, would you believe it, through all that. Yeah, welcome back to another video, everybody. Hope we're all doing all right today. What else do I say? What else can I say in a Scottish accent? Oh, look at this. That lichen there. But yeah, look at it. This is my playground for the next few days. It's just paradise for me, is this. See, I told you I went far from the civilization. Yeah, I'm here for the oh, what day is it? It's Monday today. Got up here yesterday. Not up here in Scotland. We were north of Adrian's Wall yesterday. Me and Dad literally left work. At, well, I won't sleep, and then literally just ran home, threw all my stuff in the car, and we were up in Edinburgh for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Had a really good day in Edinburgh, but we said goodbye to civilization yesterday, and just, look at it, beautiful. We'll talk a bit more about the scenery in a moment or two, but I want to leave. Oh, look at this. Ding 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 ding. There's loads of them scattered around here. Deliverance AF. Yeah, got up Edinburgh yesterday, said goodbye to Edinburgh this morning, properly wild now, bigs and bogs. And then I'm in this area till Friday. Then Friday we're leaving to go to Fort William. Saturday I'm going to hopefully hike Ben Nevis, then coming on Sunday. So loads to see, loads to do. It might be a one-part or a two-part of this, I don't know. But if you fancy sticking around and seeing how this latest epic adventure pans out, let's try that again. If you fancy sticking around here on Campfire Stories Lancashire and seeing how this latest adventure pans out, please do. So this is really the rerun of an adventure I did last year. Probably can hear cars because I'm right next to an old logging road. Just trooping my way back up to Aviemore to meet Papa Bear for some tea. And then obviously I'll be back at my tent later on. I've treated myself, bigs and bogs. Thought I'm glamping-ish. You know, I want somewhere comfortable to sit, so got myself a little fold-up chair so I can guzzle my wine comfortably. But yeah, sort of a rerun of what I did last year is this, kind of. You know, last year me, mum and dad, I did a photo montage of last year's trip. We did a horseshoe loop from Loch Lomond up to Inverness, back there through Cairngorms, and this place where I am now, I stopped here just one night because I needed to get out into the wild and live my best life. So I did. But the site made such an impression on me because of its remoteness. You know, we're proper in back and beyond country here, Biggs and Bogs. As much as I love my beloved Cumbria, the Lake District, it's just, there are some little, I've said it before, there are some little gems in lakes where you're very remote-ish, but you're never really that far from anywhere in lakes in case it kicks off. You know, you can get to relative safety, but up here, if it kicks off and you're not prepared, you'll soon get found out. There was some odd news, not to be a Debbie Downer, but there was some odd news last week. A father and son had been found dead near Glencore. They'd been wild camping around Ben Nevis and they don't come home and they find him dead. So it's things like that. I mean, that can happen anytime, I suppose, but to a fairly experienced wild camper such as myself, because I'm fairly new to Scotland still, I wanted to base myself at a campsite and just explore the area. Then I can wild camp, because I have wild camps in Scotland, you know. I wild camped at Loch Ness last year, I wild camped at Pitlochry, but then I did a campsite here. So my logic was, well, I'll stay at a campsite and at least, you know, I'm fairly safe, because the weather, you wouldn't believe it, 'cause it's a nice bottle. Look at Mr. Blue, he's out, and Mr. Yellow. Mwah. It's a balmy 20 degrees, there's a nice breeze, but it's a lovely late spring day. It's like summer. Tomorrow, apparently the weather's to kick off pretty much for the rest of the week. It is what it is, but I just can't believe it, because it's like summer right now. I'll believe it when I see it, quite frankly, because it's just glorious right now. Oh, I think that's my dad's hotel through there, actually. The building through there. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of my logic for stopping at a campsite this time. But yeah, lots of walks to do, lots of places I want to see. And yeah, don't think I've got much more else to say for the moment. Just going to go and meet Dad for some lunch, for some tea. And then yeah, I'll see you back at campsite. That way. There she is. Beautiful, lovely, luscious Lancashire Pro 2. There. Look, I've treated myself a little chair. Originally I was going to buy myself a really nice fossil yesterday from the fossil shop in Greyfriars in Edinburgh, but I visited there last year when I didn't really have a lot of money. I went there this year when I did have some money, and both experiences were very much the same. The owner was quite rude and abrasive. I thought, you don't deserve my money, mate. But yeah, this is Rothy Nature's campsite. That's set up there. We've already made friends. A lovely lady called Paula, who's gone out uptown. 20 years ago, I'd have gone with her. Not, well, I mean, I would have gone with her anyway, but a bit old for me. 20 years ago, she'd have been in that. Anyway, yeah, so this is my home till Friday morning now. They didn't have this fence here last year, but wives, still a very, very lovely view for tonight. Excellent facilities. That's the toilet cubicle area over there. Great walk-in showers and bathrooms. yeah, can't really fault it for the price I paid. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. It's been a really good, hectic day today. Lots of commuting, lots of real nice countryside. Well, it's not even countryside around here, it's wilderness. And tomorrow is when it begins. Proper wilderness adventure. And I just can't see how this is going to turn to winter. But still got another 14 hours between now and dawn, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get tucked into some sleep, so good night. Morning, you lot. First proper day out in proper wild country. Picked my route for today. I'm making it out like I'm really in like Alaskan wilderness territory. You never really fly from a rambler's path, but oh, the smell of lichen around here. See it peppered all over these bushes. It's very, look at the size of these trees. Come here. It's very Triassic, early Jurassic, this kind of forest. A multitude of evergreen conifers, spruce covering, lichen. Lichen's got a very pungent smell to it. And last year when I was up here and I had a little wander around, it did kind of creep me out a little bit because it was something I'm not used to. Look at the state of this gate. Come on, let's get you closed up. That's better. But yeah, weather report status. They weren't wrong. Like, we're alright, it got a bit cold at night. I mean, I was alright, I was wrapped up in my sleeping bag. Wrapped up. Oh, Millie's ringing me now. Sorry sis, you're going to have to wait a minute, I'm recording. Yeah, I was wrapped up, so I was plenty warm at Lancashire. Stayed dry. Through to about 6:30 this morning. Rain started a little bit. Come out of the shower cubicle about 9. Came down hard for like 5 minutes. And Mr. Blue, he is there. I don't know how well the camera picks it up. Keeps coming out here and there. But it's when you're trekking like this, you soon get warm enough. So I'm heading to Loch Morlich today. I'm going to do a circular tour of this area, about 7 miles or so. It comes up through a forest and then back onto an old logging road, back round through to Aviemore, about 7 miles or so. Not too daft, all flat, all forest, easy peasy really. And I'm going to meet Dad again later on for some tea. So yeah, in for a good day. See you in a bit. Ding 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 ding. Look how clear that water is. hailstone in June. That's what I'm on about. Wild country out here. Fucking mad. Look at it. Oh, it's nice kicking off. The size of them. Look at them. Better shut the camera off and get to cover. Ah! Hand goes there. Oh, right, bigs and bogs. Not done one of these for ages. It's time for map time. I have been deceived today. Don't let this cute, pretty illustration of a dog and a little wigwam there deceive you. Oh, just piss off, Rain. Have a day off, man. Don't be deceived by this map for all of its sort of easy guide symbols. This was a big walk today. I said I wanted a big walk, and boy did I get it. We've been peppered with periods of rain like it's trying to do right now. Just please, just give me an evening of peace and quiet. People around here are going to think I am deranged. And they're not wrong, TBH. Let's do... So, here's my campsite here. Caravan, park, camping. Rothy Birches. Dad's in there, the Cullen Bridge Hotel. So I came down here this morning. This was real thick. Temperate rainforest, beautiful habitat. Saw some absolutely lush spots for potential wild camps in the future around here. Proper Rolls Royce wild camping spots. Over this big bridge here, and then back onto the other side, still following the river. What it says, Gaelic, Druid, oozing, soaking. Oozing, soaking. That was a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Along here, this opened up here. Oh, focus. And in this direction, obviously it's not even on this map, you could see all the Cairngorms mountain range. And this spot here, very pretty. Up here, opened out here, some beautiful meadows. This is where I got hailstormed on. Carried on up here into the relative safe. This is where the walk on the map goes, but because I'm such a nutty geezer, I decided to extend it up here around Loch Morlick, up and around here. This went on for quite some time. Came out onto the main road here and then just followed it up to Glenmore. Cute little village. By this point I'd done about 10 miles or so. And I was going to potentially get the bus back all the way to Aviemore. But I thought, nah, whatevs, just crack on all. So I pulled my hood up, fastened my boots up, and I came back along the old logging way. Up here, just followed this all the way back. Past the campsite and the hotel, back into Aviemore. So yeah, it was, like I say, it doesn't look that big on this map, but I've clocked about 15 miles today, which I'm very happy with. Tomorrow I'm going to go and have a look at Loch Eileen, which as you can see, isn't that far in comparison to all this nonsense I've done today. So yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you now. It's just after 7. I've been into Aviemore again, met up with Dad. We went to pub for some tea. And yeah, it's just time for me to chill now and hope that this rain just does one for the evening. Because quite frankly, I'm through with it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Had a really good day today. I hope you've enjoyed watching me hiking around and being a professional buffoon as usual. And I'll see you tomorrow. Alright. Hello everybody. Day 3 of the Cairngorms Wild Adventure. As you can see, I'm dressed in a slightly different attire compared to what I usually am, because I'm going up that. I'm actually on the Cairngorms mountain itself. I'm halfway up with Dad, somewhere back there. He's back at cafe and I'm out here. Dressed in my winter attire because it is cold up here. But it's not so bad now the sun's on me, but when the wind really picks up, oh man, it's biting. And I'm dressed like I'm going for a winter wild camp. It's June, the longest month of the year for good weather, and I'm dressed like it's winter. It warrants it though, because just look at it. That's Aviemore down there somewhere, and I'm up here, a very high point in the country, and it's glorious sunshine. But yeah, Dad opted to stop at cafe with cups of tea and cake. I said I'm going up here. See you in a bit. So yeah, I'm going to shut up now. So that wind's picking up again. Show you some pretty scenery, and I'll see you at the top. This is Scotland. Sort of at the top. The path goes on for a bit. Like we'll see what's on over the horizon. That was just a microcosm of an epic demonstration how weather in these parts can change on a dime. Literally the last 100 metres I got caught twice in a snowstorm, peppered to death with a hailstorm. There were two girls who passed me and they were like, "Oh, we're impressed your insurance." And I was like, "Meet me at Rothy Mauritius, get it sent to love for a threesome, girls." But yeah, we were just having that same old discussion again. They passed people up here who were in trainers. So these mountain rescue SOS programs, they're the kind of morons that they're attending to. So again, I've been caught well in total 3 times in a storm since I started this climb. Stupid. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and crack on. So I summited, and one thing for sure, this holiday so far in comparison to the one I did last year, I think that heat wave that we landed lucky was just a freak bit of luck, and this trip so far has been much more of a definitive Scottish experience, I'll say. Did some ultras weather, like, you know, I've been summiting up and down this mountain now. Look at it. I've been summiting this mountain now for a better part of over an hour and a half, and this is the 4th snowstorm I've walked through. It just changes at the dime. And I weren't going to summit, but I spoke to 2 young ladies on the way up, and then a group of hikers, and they all encouraged me to go to the top. It's well worth it. And I could see Ben Nevis as well in the distance, so I'm quite happy about that. I'll clap tyres on that, because I wanted to climb it originally, but with the weather and, you know, time I've got left in Aviemore, I'm not going to be able to do it, but this is good enough. Just rang Dad, well, he rang me. It's 3 degrees. According to car, I was like, I fucking know it is, I'm out of here. So yeah. Anyway, gonna crack on. See you back at the car. Morning, Bigs and Bogs. Day 4 of the wild adventure in the wild of the Cairngorms. Just stomping my way through the early Jurassic right now, and I keep expecting maybe a small allosaurid or a Dilophosaurus to come across the Ramblers path, or, you know, an ancient evolvee of the Plateosaurus, because your large sauropods didn't evolve until later on in the Jurassic. That's very much what it's like in here. And there's a Ramblers group coming. Yeah, slept really well again, despite the cold. So it has been cold at night. It's been cold in day, but it's been even colder at night. And the Lanshan has just held me tight to her bosom, kept me nice and warm at night time, which is a good tent. Yeah, TBH, don't really feel like doing too much filming today for 2 reasons. I want to try and squeeze all of this into one video. Don't know where I'm at so far, time wise. Let's get past this group of people. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I want to try and get it all in one video, this. And I've had 2 beastly days of daft hiking, so this is like my leisurely day. I'm going to go down to Loch Eileen, and there's a castle on the water there according to the map. Should be pretty cool to see. And then I'm going to go meet Dad in Aviemore this afternoon for coffee and cake / tea and cake. So not too silly today, so I don't really feel like doing a great deal of filming, just because I want to really soak all this in, because I don't know when I'll be in Aviemore again, and it is just rapidly becoming one of my favourite places in the, you know, the whole world. It's just unbelievable how gorgeous it is here, and a playground for an outdoorsy person. So yeah, don't know how much I'm going to bring from today, but it won't be loads, and yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Just look at it. Pristine, untamed wilderness. Just goes on as far as the eye can see. Said it once and I'll say it again, Bigs and Bogs. If the British Bigfoot, aka the woodlouse, habitates anywhere long term, it's this. You've got water, lots of water, forests that's as thick as haystacks for miles in any direction. Mountains, if they need to shift quick and get out of the way, that are really remote, and food abundant. I've not really touched on Bigfoot while I've been here, but while I've been mooching around these parts over the last 3 days, I have seen untold amounts of sapling snaps and tree structures Well, I don't really give much weight to them things anymore. You know, I just sort of acknowledge that they're there and move on. This is where they are. I'm convinced this is where they're hanging out if they come anywhere long term, because it's just paradise for them here. You never find them in a place like this. If you're going to base yourself here for a few weeks while camping, you might see something. Who knows? But you went in there unprepared, you'd probably never be seen again. That's how remote this place is. Proper wilderness country, bigs and bogs. Come on, Eileen. Oh, come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Hello. Hi. Hey. Well, we're here, bigs and bogs. Up and around. That's the way I'm going tomorrow. We're in the foothills of the Nevis range, and I'm going to scale the biggest one of them all tomorrow. Ben Nevis. It's really the culmination of this trip over this last week. I'm going to test myself. Climb biggest thing in the UK. Just for lols of it, of course. I'm not trying to be too loud and obnoxious because I don't want to disturb all these people's peace and quiet tonight. I need to be respectful of that. There's a lot of people camping here. Probably people climbing Ben Nevis. We're exploring the surrounding areas. There is actually there, Lanshan. Same as me. Yeah, I was originally going to stop with Dad tonight at the Cragmore Hotel, I think it's called, something like that. But 30 quid for 2 nights underneath that tree. I couldn't say no to that. So yeah, I'm camping again tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be a chilly one. As you can see, I've got my army gear on. But yeah, another thing that's interesting about this valley, it's like a nature estate. Some of Braveheart was filmed there, so I was having a mooch around there before when me and Dad were trying to figure out how you actually get onto Ben Nevis. But my route to there's an ever so slight, not that, that's my dirty fingernail, contour that's going in a diagonal stretch across this mountain here, and then you go around. You can't actually see Ben Nevis from here because it's that big. So yeah, they reckon it's about 8 hours of a job. I'll do it in 6, you know. But yeah, I just want to chill out tonight. Probably get an early night before I scale this thing tomorrow. And then that's it, we're done. Another trip done in Scotland. So yeah, see you in the morning, bigs and bogs. Morning everybody. Last day sort of this grand Scottish adventure. We're going to finish in style. We're here, Biggs and Bogs. Ben Nevis. As we all know, mountain climbing is not particularly my forte. I'm all over there, down there somewhere, on that tree line in the middle next to the visitor centre. There's a little land shamper or two. The land shamp, man, bless her. I've done about 10 camps this year, I think, so far. And she's seen more rain than she has sun. So she's been put through her paces, bless her. But yeah, I'm not going to waffle on too much because I need to save every drop of breath I've got. Just going to give you a nice little pretty montage of some nice things. I'll see you at top in a few hours. Can't even see it, it's behind that. Ben Nevis done, Biggs and Bogs. I had to bin my fedora off because about 3/4 of the way up I was just getting pelted by a hailstorm on the back of my head, and it was just too cold. I thought I'm going to end up getting an ear infection here, so fedora had to go in bag, bandana up, hood on, looked like I was going to rob your corner shop. That was an extreme situation, that an extreme climb with the weather and the terrain, you know, one that I don't plan on returning to anytime soon, if I'm honest with you. I'm not a lover of climbing mountains as it is, but that was very, very dicey at times, borderline dangerous. Because obviously as you got nearer to the top, it was just enveloped in cloud, and the snow was turning to ice by the minute. So any, you know, incline and decline, you really had to plan your footfall, because if you didn't, that'd be a snapped ankle, that. And the helicopter came and picked someone up off the mountainside while I was up there, so it does happen. But yeah, so I've done it, you know, and you were getting the trig point slap, that's it. I weren't doing a vlog at the top of that mountain, it was far too cold. But yeah, glad I've done it. I've taken away of the experience. My knees are sore. for sure. Hello. It just really reaffirms how I feel about mountain climbing to an extent. As brilliant as it was to ascend, get to the top or whatever, about 80% of the way up I'm on this incline, it's slippy, and I said to this young couple who were coming back the other way, I said, how far is it now? Be honest with me. And they were like, it's about 500 metres away. And I just had this clairvoyant moment where I thought, why am I even doing this? This is really dangerous. It's not exactly enjoyable. It's a challenge. It's a test of your limits or whatever. But yeah, I've been up it now. So I might get like a map from gift shop maybe, and we'll do some map time later on. I'll see. Right, Biggs and Bogs. Let's do some map time quick before I go and get inordinately pissed for the massive Herculean effort that I've done today and risk of life and limb. This is a nice little pocket-sized map of Ben Nevis that I picked up at the shop at the site. So this morning about 9:30 I arrived here at the visitor centre. You come over a little bridge and then this stretch here up here, this is all still in the valley where Braveheart was filmed. So it's basically that. You can actually see it goes up there and then around that side. You come round here and this bit opens up. There's a little waterfall that runs down it. And you can see with the contour lines closing up here, this was quite steep and a bit of a killer on the legs and knees and feet. Here is Locham Miel and the Swede here, if I'm pronouncing that right. Couldn't really see much up here, it was very cold, so I just kind of cracked on and battened on up here, and then this whole section was a bit tricky really. As you can see, it zigzags. The contour lines again are very close together. And look, you're getting 900 meters, 1,000, 1,100, 1,050, 1,200 it finishes at. And I was just getting pelted to death here by hailstone. Like I said, I had to ditch me hat and pull me hood up and bandana up. And onwards I stomped. Danger. This here was a bit of a bizarre world, because the Fort William over there is gone. I'm in clouds, there's snow everywhere. I kept stopping to wait to see people coming back this way before I moved on, because obviously I was on my own. But onwards I stomped till around about here. There was 3 final pyres. That let you know you were nearby, and then sure enough you arrive at the summit. Yeah, the ruin, that's pretty cool. I didn't really hang around because it was cold, and obviously coming back down here, this slope, if you can see here, these contour lines, it did slope here, and it was so cold that the snow was turning to ice, so you really had to mind yourself. But yep, that's Ben Nevis. 1,345 meters, highest mountain in the UK, and that's all she wrote. And that's the end of this trip, Biggs and Bogs. I'm not going to do any more filming now. I'm just going to chill out and enjoy the views. Been a real, just brilliant trip again in Scotland. I'm glad I did that as I did it, with it being tumultuous weather, because that was like, I said my way down, that was extreme stuff, and I'm glad I experienced it and survived it, of course. So yeah, if you made it through to the end of this video, I don't know how long it's going to be, I've yet to edit it. If you made it through to the end, thanks as always. Massively appreciate your support. Watching my videos and all that clobber. Don't know when I'll see you again. I've no like major trips planned in stone yet. I'm getting the urge to maybe finish the Cumbria way. I'll do that final leg from Keswick to Carlisle, but I'll see. Just depends if I can get the time off work. But yeah, see you all further on down the road. Bye bye.